we're going to be doing a penguin. First, you're going to write your name on the back and then turn it over. I'm going to mine going up and down. The penguin is up and down. And you're just kind of outline, do a circle for the head, and then like a big circle that goes off for the body. That just tells me where I'm going to paint around it for the background. Now you're going to take your paper towel, and just like last week, you don't want to have a wet brush. So you're going to, even before you start, you kind of want to dry it off on the towel because you don't want your paint to be too wet. You can decide what color background you want. Here I'm going to show you something. Let's say you want to do like a light blue or a light purple. We don't mix the colors in the ice cube tray. You mix it on your canvas. So here I'm going to put some white on and then rinse, 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 wipe, wipe, wipe. Let's say you want kind of like a light purple background. Then you mix the purple and you see how it mixes with the white, and it just makes it interesting. It adds more value. Value is the lights and darks of a color. So here I have lots of different values of purple. You might want to mix your colors together. I'm going to rinse, 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 wipe, wipe, wipe. I'm going to add a little bit of blue. So you can decide what colors you want. And you can paint the outside edges of your painting. Artists paint on canvases, and artists will finish their painting by painting on the edges. So there I have my background. I'm actually going to do the black last, because the problem is the black, when it's wet, it wants to mix with other colors and then kind of turn everything else black. You can decide what kind of color, like of scarf and hat, you want to give your penguin.
The penguin games, and all of the penguins from all around came to swim across the ocean where the tall ships sail, cheered on by the dolphins and the humpback whales.
I'm going to switch to my little brush here. And I can do some fringes here, even though some of that might get covered up with black later. And then you can decide what hat. You could do a Santa hat, you could do a winter hat, you could do a cowboy hat. Think about what kind of hat you think your penguin should be wearing.
And as she swam, she was reminded of what her mother used to say. If she had a bad day, she'd say, keep going, Rubes, don't ever give up. So in record-breaking time, Ruby crossed that finish line. And Ruby knew what all the other penguins knew. The winner was Ruby, the rock hopper penguin.
Okay, now I'm going to do the black. I'm going to start with my little brush, because I don't want to get too much. I'm going to kind of go the outline. I'm going to go around the outside edge of the face. But then I'm going to go a little bit wider here by the scarf. I'm going to go down. This is going to be where the beak is going to be. And I should say, every time when you're painting, you have to kind of go over, use the paint several times.
Ruby got stuck at the back of the pack. The others left her far behind. And as she swam, she was reminded of what her mother...
If I take a little bit of white and I go kind of right on the edge, see where that mixes, that kind of turns gray. What that does is that makes your penguin look a little bit more three-dimensional. Remember, three-dimensional are things that stand up on their own.
The penguins knew. The winner was Ruby, the rock hopper penguin. She was born with only one wing, but that didn't stop her hopping. There was no stopping old